Welcome to Suppa Hot Takes with Jayden. I am your host, Jayden Ford. We have a very special guest with me here today. We got Steve. Steven is a worker at Nike. He used to go to PGCC, and we're going to be here to share some hot takes. So for our very first hot take, 1v1, who you got in a fight, you or Spider-Man?
Honestly, I think I got to take myself. They say he does everything a spider can. I don't know how true that is.
And is that how you feel? Because that's crazy, because we have Spider-Man here, right beside you, right there. That's Spider-Man.
Spidey says hello.
Dad.
Hey.
Interesting development. So, do you still have that same confidence that you can beat Spider-Man now that he's right in front of you?
Truly speaking from the heart, I think I still got him. You know, he doesn't look like that big of a guy. I think I could take him.
Spidey says he would take your little ass, roll it up in a little ball, and shove it right up. Be nice, Spidey. Up your ass again.
So yeah, I'd like to introduce another guest with me. We have our Spider-Man interpreter, Jonathan White.
Hi, guys.
So, first question for you. So, can you tell us a little bit of Far From Home and what's going to be in the movie and,
Spidey says, and don't call me Peaches anymore. Spidey says the movie was really stressful on him. A lot of takes, a lot of continents, a lot of travel, a lot of stuff on the internet. Excuse me, I want to fix my mask. Just a lot of stuff. It's going to be better than Spider-Man, 4? And there's been a lot of news on the internet about him being so skinny and not as strong as he used to be. But that's why the attitude from Spidey now. He's coming with a new look, and he wants to show that everybody that he's tough. And you, Steve, don't piss Spidey off anymore.
And how do you feel as a fan after meeting Spider-Man in person? Are you ready for Spider-Man Far From Home?
You know, I was pretty excited. Not anymore. He's just really short.
Spidey, hold back, Spidey. Hold back, Spidey.
All right, we're going to go to our first hot take. Which Spider-Man movie was the best, in your personal opinion? Starting with you, Steve.
I'm gonna say Spider-Man 2. Toby was always better than Tom. You know, Tom, he's just a really small guy. A lot of emphasis on small. He's just really tiny. You know, he looks like he's 14. Doesn't look like he lifts anything. Looks like he's in high school.
And what is Spider-Man's personal favorite movie?
Spidey says all of them. He really gave his heart to all those roles. You know, it's about the Spider-Man, the whole concept of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is for the little guy, and for all the bullies out there. Spidey-Man says, yeah, he'll kick your ass. That's what he wants to be the Robin Hood, take from the rich and provide for the poor. That's all. That's all what Spidey wants to do.
All right, I feel like everyone here is wrong. I feel like there's no way you can speak of Spider-Man without speaking of Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse is an amazing movie. It featured a black main protagonist who killed his role, amazing soundtrack, beautiful animation, and there is no way you could talk about Spider-Man without bringing up Miles Morales and how he killed his role. As speaking of roles, who do you have as your NBA GOAT? Do you have LeBron or Michael Jordan? Starting with you, Steve.
I'm gonna say Michael Jordan. 6-0 in the finals. He really set the precedent for how good an NBA player should be.
And how do you feel about the NBA GOAT, Jonathan?
Spidey, I'm going to say it again. Don't call me Peaches. But Spidey says LeBron. LeBron's a family man. He has 3 kids, been with the same woman since high school. And, he took $41 million of his own money and created a school and right outside of Columbus. And right now, 2,200 kids have graduated from that high school. Don't call me Peaches again.
But is he actually a good basketball player? I don't think
Honestly,
he's
I
that good
feel
of a
like
basketball
everyone here is missing a really important guy.
Don't call me Peaches.
Anyways, before we go on, we are sponsored by Lysol. Lysol, you're dirty. Clean yourself. With Lysol. Keep it away from your kids though. It's made with chemicals. Anyways, back to the point. I feel like an NBA GOAT we forget about is Tim Duncan. He was almost 6-0 in the finals if it wasn't for that one lucky shot by Ray Allen that was like in a million and one chance of happening. And you can't discredit what Tim Duncan has done. 5-1 in the finals, his NBA resume, MVPs. Tim Duncan deserves to be in the conversation. And speaking of movies, even though I think Spider-Man's dead over there, who do you think had the best Space Jam between MJ and LeBron?
First of all, I want to apologize for my character. Spidey sometimes teases me about being a jazz flutist, and he calls me Peaches for it, and that just irks my nerves, and I'm truly sorry. But back to your question, the best Space Jam basketball player would have to be Patrick Ewing. And that reason why is, he went to Georgetown. He's from D.C. also. So that is why I chose Patrick Ewing as the best Space Jam basketball player.
And what about you, Steve? Which Space Jam movie do you think? MJ or LeBron?
I'd say the first Space Jam was better. The second Space Jam failed as a movie in every aspect that it could. Yeah, that's the first Space Jam. It's a classic.
Yeah, and it also had I Believe I Can Fly. I know we're not supposed to talk about R. Kelly, but everybody's saying, I believe I can fly.
I like this guy.
I feel like we're sleeping on LeBron's Space Jam. I feel like we're blinded by nostalgia, people. I went back. When I went to go see LeBron's Space Jam, I went to go back to see Michael Jordan's Space Jam. That thing was absolutely horrid. The cuts, the editing was horrid. His acting was worse than LeBron's. You can't tell me differently. He was there like he didn't even want to be there. Like he knew he was getting a check and he was just gonna get his money. LeBron, you can tell he put a little bit of effort into his. The animation was better, the cutting, the editing, all that. There was an actual plot. Michael Jordan's Space Jam didn't have a plot until an hour into the movie. It was absolutely boring, and anybody who says Michael Jordan is blinded by nostalgia. So we're going to get a little bit political here. How do you feel about college tuition, and what changes would you like to see happen to it? Starting with you, Jonathan.
College tuition. A lot of kids out there can't afford to pay for college. But my take is we need to put tax money aside to give African American kids and Latino kids in PG County a chance to go to school at a lower rate so we can compete with our counterpart by lowering taxes and using our property taxes to put towards an education fund for Prince George's County, all Prince George's County high schools for them to go to PGCC. It would be great.
How about you, Steve?
I completely agree with what he said. A lot of people can't afford to go to school, and for that reason, they don't go to school, and their life just goes downhill from there. While kids who grow up rich and are nurtured by their parents, they have a better chance in life just because their parents have more money. It's not really fair.
All right, this is going to be somewhat of a hot take. I believe community college should be absolutely free. You should not have to pay a dime for community college. However, getting to the next step, 4-year universities, that's just the way life goes. 4-year universities should be more expensive than college. Than community college. Community college is like great for testing the waters, getting your associates, and being able to understand where you're going to go and your future. If you can pass the community college level, then your 4-year should be cheaper. Coming straight out of high school and skipping the community college process, I feel like should be more expensive just for taking that risk in life.
Yeah, also with community college, man, they could offer more occupational classes like for welding, plumbing, create a trade so you can still make paper out here. A plumber or a welder that's licensed can make $100,000 without a degree. But with a 4-year degree, the most you can make sometimes coming out of college is $40,000, and you have the tuition debt. So if PG or other community colleges could put their focus back on more occupational certificates, that are greatly, equal out the playing field.
Going back to the NBA, we have a very exciting season. If you guys haven't seen, Stephen Curry has been amazing. Kevin Durant has been amazing. Giannis has been amazing. Who do you have going to the championship this year? Name one team. I don't care about what conference, just one team that you feel like you're going to see in the finals this year. Starting with you, Steve.
I know this is not the opinion of most people. I think the Rockets are going to really turn around their season, and they're going to really come up out the dirt, and they're going to prove something this year.
I don't mean no harm because I think you're smoking crack. Rockets will not. They're like a G League team that just barely surviving. My team is out of the West. The Lakers gonna turn it around. LeBron, AD, Russell Westbrook, and a few other scrubs out there. They're gonna turn it around and really get this get it going. But like the Rockets, because you need to pick a new team.
I feel like we are all sleeping on the Washington Wizards. They have 3 ex-Lakers players. They have 3 people with championship experience. They've been really hot to start the season off, and I really feel like if Bradley Beal can get his efficiency up, that we can be seeing them making a deep run in
Because
the
I think you
championship.
and Steve rode in the same car and smoked the same pipe. Did you see Kyle Kuzma's sweater he had on the other day? That 6X sweater?
Man, Russell Westbrook has the same drip, though.
But at least it fits.
All due respect, the Wizards aren't even a hot take. They're one of the best teams in the league right now.
Yeah, but it's like
Who they played? They played the Rockets 4 times.
they played the Bucks, they played the Hawks, Celtics
Orlando.
twice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so you guys, we're going to have one more really heated conversation, and I need your honest opinion on this one. This one is for all the marbles. Popeyes or Chick-fil-A? Who do you guys have? I'm going to need you to write it down because this one we need suspense for. And as we're waiting for them to write what they have to say, let's elaborate more so on Lysol. With Lysol, you can clean your desk, you can clean your kids, you can clean your car, you can clean your floors. There's anything you can clean with Lysol. So make sure you go check out and buy Lysol. So you guys have your answers?
Let Steve go first.
All right, Steve, what is your answer?
All right, I'm gonna have to go with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, just quality chicken, and I also like the chick part. I like puns.
Well, I went totally off the wall here, and I stayed homegrown. I went America's Best Wings Largo. They got the moon dust, Caribbean. They got Popeye's flavor. They got turmeric. They got what other flavors? They got chili, hot chili, garlic, cucumber spice, all that. So America's Best Wings Largo is the best chicken sandwich out there, and wings, and fish sandwich, tilapia.
I feel like the obvious answer here is Popeyes. Popeyes, you could tell that they marinate their chicken, unlike Chick-fil-A. And yeah, so there's so much better than Chick-fil-A. America's Best Wing is a hot take, and I can respect that. America's Best Wings is a really good chicken, so but I cannot rock with someone who likes a chicken where they just drop their chicken in lime juice for a couple days and then just put it on the grill. I can't respect that.
And that makes it taste way better.
But that is all the time we have today. So I'd like to appreciate all you guys for coming to join Jayden's Hot Takes, and I'd like to see you come out next week.